Alright, it's been a while since I posted anything. I'm working on this Nylon 6 with fiberglass filled 3D printing element. We've been playing around with some of this stuff at work. Been able to print carbon fiber plastic blend with either nylon or PETG with some carbon fiber. So I bought some Nylon 6, which is PA6 is what it's called, glass filled. I think the stuff I have is like a 30% mixture of glass filled and the nylon, and I'll show you what we did. Oh, it's got a little bit of a... Oh, okay. Oh, sweet. This is nylon PA6 with like 30% glass filled. So I'll have to break off everything. Looks pretty good. Alright. Alright, so this is the other half. So yeah, we'll strip all the stuff off and compare it to the other one. Alright, so here's the two halves stuck together. I ran it last night briefly. You guys will see a little video of that. Problem is it sucks air on the seam. So I bought some plastic two-part epoxy stuff specifically for plastic. So I'm going to pull this back apart and look at some stuff and test it in a couple little areas and see how it does. And then I'll see if I can glue the two halves together a little bit better along with the screws. Alright, there we go. That's amazing. Yeah, that's about right. I'll have to bust the laptop out and check, see what the... Actually, I can just plug it right here. Okay, so the minimum speed is about 670, 700. That's okay. Used to be minimum before, it was about 500. So, alright. Alright, so got it off the intake. So that's what a truck lower intake looks like. And this is the upper. So it's two halves. You can see the seam here. And I put some plastic thread forming screws down in there and broke the heads off. There was a little nipple that stuck out. I can show pictures of that, how all that went together. Had this all decked on a belt sander, and it's pretty flat. I had to pull the screws out of the side so I could spread this apart, and the idea is, you can't really see down in there, but there's the seam where the two halves come together, and there's the overlap. I'm going to try to pack that full of this stuff, plastic bonder. I'm going to test it first on this little corner right here where there was warpage in the print and it was just too far to get to with the belt sander. So I'm going to see if I can fill this in and see what that does and see how it reacts, and then I should be able to sand it flat. Alright, got it out here in the sun drying. Got the epoxy all up on the inside. It's kind of hard to see. Let me spin it around. I I can't even see the screen. But I don't know if you can see it down up in there. But yeah, so it seems like it works. I got it split apart a little bit, enough to fill in around on the inside pretty good, and then pop the two halves, close the gap, and you can see where all of the epoxy oozed out everywhere, and I was able to use a screwdriver to flatten all that stuff out inside. So now I'm just waiting for it to cure. All right, so ran it briefly, and because there was this crack right here, where the two halves come together, create a seam, it was sucking air from underneath pretty bad. So pulled it back off, and the reason it was sucking air is because the gasket I had on there, this guy, obviously has the middle cut out of it, where the new gasket does not have the middle cut out of it. So in theory, if I was to just lay this back over, oh, there we go, that's better. If I was to just lay that back over, it would seal. So I'm just going to go ahead and epoxied the gap plus the ends a little bit on both sides, just to kind of clean it up a touch. Let this sit for about 30 minutes, and then I'll be able to do a light sanding on this to flush it back out, and then we'll put it back together and try this again, see if it will idle lower than 700. Alright, got it all back together for the third time. New gasket, a little more epoxy in some spots, especially down in here where the two halves come together. So let's go ahead and see if it fires up and idles. Oh. So far so good. Drove it for probably 40 minutes up to a buddy's house and back. Still pretty solid, I guess. Can't tell, nothing seems like it's moved. But yeah, so far so good. Ran it up to the boost a couple times, ran the intake temps up to like 160 something. Temp sensor's there. So I'll get a lot of radiator heat into the turbo and then across, but seems to be working. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see how long it lasts, and hopefully it lasts a while, because I'd like to take the aluminum one that I pulled off of here and try to clean it up and fix it. It was leaking. It would seep fuel around the weld between the cast aluminum and the sheet metal aluminum portions. So it'd be great if I can fix that and get that to stop seeping, and also get the bottom decked flat to the world, because it had a bow to it also, which is a real pain in the butt. I don't know if maybe it was, well, the dirty line was above that level anyways, so I don't know. I just need to put some time and energy into that to see if I can get it to work better. But so far, oh, Betsy's doing things.